3,500 plus diploma colleges and many PG diploma institutions and MBA. First time we bringing the undergraduate management education into AICTE fold. That doesn't mean that we are going to transfer from wherever they are functioning. They are going to function wherever they are, but they will go to take the approval from AICTE as per the AICTE Act, and we are going to introduce new curriculum to them, which is vetted by the experts across the country, and we also give other facilities of quality initiatives and support to all these institutions. If they are in some college, they will be running there only. We are not going to change them to engineering colleges. But our engineering colleges also can open a undergraduate BCA course, BBA course, and BMS course. So we have made it much more flexible and approachable, as we need to look at, as per the NEP 2020, we have to have a 50% GER, so more institutions can be opened, our gross enrollment ratios increases. We are today in higher education 27%, with close to about 4 crore students in higher education. So our goal is going to be double that. Imagine that means we have to touch close to about 8 crores. So this is about the number of institutions offering the courses. And the next slide is, we have actually in our handbook very clear instructions for the new institutions which are going to be opening. Okay? When I say new institutions, a new engineering college, new diploma college, new MBA college, new management college also. Okay? That means till few years back, we had a moratorium in the pretext of quality, but we need to know that we have to increase GR, so we have removed last year. Last year itself, the moratorium has been removed, but we are very careful in approving the new institutions who has infrastructure, professors and teachers, and laboratories required for running these technical management programs, and including library, computers, all that very specifically, detailedly given in this handbook. This is what is approval handbook. How many computers per student they should have, how many library books they should have, how many software resources they should have. All these details are actually given. So coming to the grant of approval of new institutions, we made it process simpler now, which offer courses in engineering and technology, at least 3 core branches, because we wanted to also give emphasis on core engineering. Because today you might have seen large number of people perception that only computer science and AI, artificial data sciences are. But I want to tell you, even though there is a large demand in those, but there are core engineers studying across, because we have government institutions running these programs. Large number of the government institutions simply doesn't start other programs like private institutions. So there is a balance, but their numbers are slightly smaller, but that is enough for the country. That's what I would like to highlight. Reduced compliance of land and infrastructure related document and NOC requirements, because we made it less bureaucratic. We brought in all compliances, what is exactly required, they are only asking that. Because sometimes, if they have a land already, clearly we don't want to go to Patta and all these very old documents. We wanted to see whether they are the real owners. That's all. Then, as per the provisions of AICTE Act, AICTE will regulate UG courses in computer application and management program from 24-25, similar to postgraduate courses which was existing for a long time. The existing institution offering UG courses like BBA, BBM, BMS, BCA need to take approval of the council, which is mandatory as per the Act of existing. But I wanted to assure you, it will not going to be a pain for any of the institution. We want to give enough time for them to raise the standards. We also will handhold them to raise the standards, like teachers training. We have AICTE Teaching and Learning Academy, which will actually run courses for them, both of time, and the regular programs, leadership programs, basic training courses, advanced training courses, and leadership courses. All are available and accessible to all these institutions. New institutions for BBA, BCA, BBM will also be permitted, with up to about 300 intake. So that means our engineering institutions or MBA institutions which are running standalone management programs can also start an undergraduate so that they can have a multiple entry exit in their programs as per NEP. No change in the academic and governance structure of existing institutions. I'm repeating again. They will be running where they are running. Okay? And whichever university they are affiliated, or whichever university is giving their degree for those students, it will remain same. We are not changing those things. Okay? But its academic and governance structure will remain same for these institutions, running UG courses in computer application and management along with other courses. Coming to the extension of the existing institution, that is one of the chapters in this book. First is the new institutions in this book, and the second chapter is about the existing institutions and university. So in these existing institutions, what changes we have brought? We brought institutions having National Institute Ranking Framework and QS ranking recently announced, and minimum 30% of UG courses NBA accredited, National Board of Accreditation. Okay, and the institutions who have an autonomous status through UGC, and more than 80% of enrollment in the last 3 years are eligible for 3 years approval. We want to give them a longer approval so they don't need to come to AICTE. But they need to submit the data online. That is mandatory, because we want to collect the data of their teachers, what they are doing, what programs they are running, how many students have registered. That data we have made it mandatory to submit online as one location, and this format is also kept simple. Existing institution can increase the intake. Additional courses may be added subject to fulfillment of infrastructure availability, its readiness, and filled faculty position, followed by the expert visit committee recommendations. Only if the institution is already offering minimum 3 courses in core branches, including multidisciplinary region-specific branches, that is, for example, mining, in the mining area, mining engineering program, example I'm giving you. That is what I said, multidisciplinary region-specific branches. Or some industry, automobile industries are there. Then mechatronics is a program. That is also considered as a core engineering. Okay? Existing institutions will be permitted to offer UG courses in computer application and management program on the similar lines of PG courses. This is for the existing institution. They don't need to start another college. They can do within their structure. One division, that is 15, 30, 16, every course is permitted as supernumerary exclusively for working professionals. This is a landmark actually decision that we have taken. We are now creating working professionals program across the country for diploma. With a ITI, the person is working, he can do a diploma. With a diploma, if he is working, he can do on UG. Okay? And with a UG, if he is working, he can do a PG course. And PhD was there anyway earlier. Okay? Part-time. But we don't call this as part-time or union program. We call it as a regular degree as per the NEP. He will get a regular degree, but it will be a flexible program. That means he might take, for example, a diploma student gets a lateral entry into the second year, but he might take more than 3 years to complete his time because he will be taking less courses beyond his office hours. The regular classes will happen. Regular, that means physical classes will happen. Physical laboratories will happen beyond office hours. So there will be an infrastructure utilization also of the existing colleges. Okay? One division we are actually giving that, and particularly some of these are given a little bit of flexibility, the guidelines for the institutions in Northeast, Jammu and Kashmir, and Leh and Ladakh. We are a little generous for them to open it up because their accessibility is difficult. They may not meet the quality standards of NIRF ranking, QS ranking, but we'll still select them if they are from these aspirational areas for us, for our country, like Jammu and Kashmir, Leh, Ladakh, and northeastern states. The existing institutions shall be permitted to introduce one off-campus. See, I also understood that many cities doesn't have now land also to buy. There is no scope for expansion because there is no land itself available. So we are giving a one-off campus within the affiliating university jurisdiction. For example, if they are affiliated to a KTU, within that region, anywhere, in any city, they can have an off campus. So they can go out